Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining us on this Tuesday morning. If you have not done so already, please turn off your phones. And as Robert Booth says at every founders meeting, if you can hear my voice, please. Okay, word of warning, I'm going to share an anecdote. There is not one cuss word, and I absolutely refuse to take any responsibility as far as what your filthy minds interpret. So, Heidi was a prostitute, but she didn't want her grandmother to know. One day, the police raided her brothel, took all the girls outside and made them stand in a line. By chance, Heidi's grandma came by. Grandma asked, "Why are you standing out here, dear?" And not willing to let her grandma know the truth, Heidi told her that the police were giving out free oranges and that she was just standing in line to get some. "Why, that's awfully nice of them. I think I'll get some oranges for myself," said Grandma. And she proceeded to go to the back of the line. The police were going down the line asking for information from all the prostitutes, and when this one policeman got to Grandma, he was bewildered and exclaimed, "Wow, still going at it at your age? How do you still do it?" Grandma replied, "Oh, it's easy, dear. I just take out my dentures, rip the skin back, and suck them dry." The oranges.
And Reiki Circle on Thursday, November 14th. All of our classes and any updates about changes are either on our website or our Eventbrite site. If you go to Eventbrite and search for the Pride Center. I believe Monday is November 11th, is Veterans Day. So I want to say thank you. Gratitude is important for our wellness. Thank you for all the service. Veterans Day is about celebrating military service as opposed to Memorial Day, which is those that have passed. So thank you. My niece and nephew are both in the military, so I thank them every time I see them. And from Danny, of course, yesterday, November 4th, was National Sex Toy Day. So go to Rock Hard, French Factory, hustle, remove the shells, find something new and novel. And like he always says, have fun with sex, make it your own, but please do it safely. Thank you.
Thank you. We have our Women with Pride coordinator, Miss Diane.
Good morning, and happy Election Day. I'm happy to say that I voted for the first time in the state of Florida. I voted last week, and it was very exciting to be able to do that. I lived for many years in the state of Maryland and Washington, D.C. You can vote in D.C. for the presidential election, but if you didn't know, you do not have any representation in Congress or the Senate. So it's an interesting place to vote, and I'm proud to be voting in the state of Florida, and I hope it's a good day for everyone, no matter how you vote today. A couple of updates, just very quickly. The woman that was here last week in my place, she was let go. Apparently, she was seen on Wilton Drive doing some things that she wasn't allowed to be doing, according to the Pride Center. So I am back, and I'm happy to be here. Thank you. Yes, I'm still in the same office, but I'm here, and I'm super happy. So thank you very much. A couple of quick updates on the women's program. This coming Saturday, we have Art with Helena. This is an event that's open to everyone. It's a fantastic event. We'll be in here painting tatas, and so I don't know again if we're going to have any live models or not. It certainly won't be me, but we are definitely going to have a lot of fun. A portion of those proceeds will go to Team Pride and Pink for the American Cancer Society. So if you're interested in art, if you'd like to paint some tatas, please join us this Saturday in the room next door, 2 to 5 p.m. And then on December 7th, we're having our holiday dance. And this is an event that we do in collaboration with the Second Tuesday Lesbian Social Group. It's a really fun event. We had an event, a dance back in May. We had a DJ, we had dancing. It was super fun. I encourage all of you to join us. We're going to have food and snacks, and we're going to have a special surprise, a Santa surprise. So I hope that you can join. And wine? We might have a little wine. But mostly people who like to whine, not who wine. I'll be here all week. So December 7th next door, please join us, and I appreciate you all. Thank you.
We have Doug with Lauderdale Prime Insurance. Your family.
I asked Bruce to just bring to everybody's attention our club sign here, which is Fort Lauderdale Prime Gentlemen. We are a social group with well over 400 members, and I wanted to bring your attention to our sign. It's usually here at Coffee and Conversation, and that was my speech, and it took me longer to walk up.
Ms. Beck.
I know that, I know that. I will behave because Robert is watching. Never stopped me before, Robert will. Good morning, everybody. Take a deep breath. Life will go on tomorrow. We're all going to be fine, regardless. How many people here were at Wicked Manners? You know, that was my first Wicked Manners, and you have to appreciate what this crew here did, all of them, really. Great coordination, other than nobody relieved me.
Where's that line?
Yeah. It was a nice thing. Let's get back to real life now. The election is over as far as we're concerned. Everything's going to be good. Regardless, it's going to be okay. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Wow, I usually have to pull this down. So I'm Aliu, I'm the Special Events Coordinator here at the Pride Center. Some of you I haven't met yet, but I have met a lot of you. If we have not met yet, feel free to come up and introduce yourself, and we can have a conversation. But today I'm here to talk to you guys about Men of Style, which will be on December 5th. It's $150 per ticket, which $125 actually comes back to the Pride Center. Or you can go for our Man of Style, which is Chief Bill Schultz of the Fort Lauderdale Police, for $25. This is an over-the-top event. It's all you can eat, all you can drink from 6 to 9 p.m. at the Galleria Mall. If you are interested in tickets, you can find them at galleriamall-fl.com. Speaking of Man of Style, in support of our Man of Style, Bill Schultz, we are having a brunch event at the Lips Aquaplex. It's brand new, remodeled. That will be at 1:30 p.m. on November 16th. It's $50, but you get bottomless mimosas and Bloody Marys. You get a show, and you get one vote for our Man of Style, Bill Schultz. On top of that, we will be having a guitar raffle in order to raise more funds for Men of Style. Tickets for that can be found at givebutter.com/MOS Aquaplex. Another event we have on November 21st is Equality Park After Dark. And here, Bill Schultz will be joining us for a meet and greet at around 7:30 p.m. Equality Park After Dark will be from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Come out and join us, see the vendors, and just have a good time. And finally, on November 23rd, we have Jammin' at the Center at 7 p.m. This month we have William Cooley Scott. It is $25, 2 drinks included, and free parking as always. That's all I got.
Thank you. It's time for our CEO, Mr. Robert Boone.
All right, family photos. So, who all volunteered at Wicked Manners Thursday night? I just want to say thank you very much. It was a wonderful event despite 2 torrential downpours that were not even forecasted anywhere for the day. And that night, as I walked up the stairs of my second floor townhouse at 3 o'clock in the morning, I had to go step by step because my legs, my body, my knees, my feet hurt so bad. But it was so much fun, and I thank you all for attending. I thank you all for volunteering, and we'll have more details, more information about the event hopefully in the next week or two, just to give a summary. So, today, how appropriately, is National Donut Day. Did you get your donut? Okay, because I'm a little stressed out, and Robbie, instead of being healthy, I'm going to go over to Dunkin' Donuts and get like a dozen, just for me. But, guess what tomorrow is? National Stress Awareness Day. So we're all going to take a deep breath. I'm going to breathe in a brown paper bag. It's going to be fine, just like Patty said. Patty's wise words of wisdom. So, guess what was going on this day in gay history? So, again, I was not around. But in 1872, Diane, quiz time, 1872. What was significant about this year? She had a bigger office. All right, so women's suffrage. In defiance of the law, Susan B. Anthony voted for the first time and was later fined $100. But she never paid the fine. Good old. All right, 1975 on this day. Elaine Noble. Yes. Who's from Massachusetts? All right, Elaine Noble was the first openly gay and lesbian individual to be elected to the state legislature when she was elected to the Massachusetts House of Representatives. And let's see, what else do I want to... she described her campaign as very ugly. So 1975 to now, what's changed? She's described her campaign as very ugly, including shooting through windows, destroying the car, breaking windows, and sexual harassment. Thank you. Who was her partner back in the 70s? Oh my God, do I have to teach women's history? Rita Mae Brown. Who just went to see Rita Mae Brown? Yeah, okay, thank you. So, a couple of topics I just want to make sure you're fully aware of. How many people have already voted? Thank you. How many in this room knows it's someone who has not voted or said the words, I'm going to sit this one up? Anyone know anyone? I do. So there's a lot at stake, and I'm going to read from a policy manual that is just waiting to be put into effect. Project 2025, Project 2029, Project 2030, whatever the name is. So this is in regards to marriage equality. They want to do away with it. I think I've already talked about this. Policies will be repealed and replaced with nothing. COVID. So they no longer want to take science into consideration. So there will be no longer any face mandates against any of those viruses that are spread through our breathing. And every one of the overreaching policies during the pandemic, from lockdown and school closures to mask and vaccine mandates or passports, will be revoked. Again, from the Department of Health and Human Services, because male-female dyad is essential to human nature, and because every child has the right to a mother and father, 3-parent embryo creation and human cloning will be banned. So no more IVF. No more IVF. For those people who are trying to have children and can't, no more IVF. Affordable Care Act, kiss its ass goodbye. 45 million people are currently getting health care through the Affordable Care Act. But that's going to be gone, because whoever wins has a concept of a health care plan. And the last one that I'm going to talk about is about the VA. How many veterans do we have in here? Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I'm going to wish you an early Happy Veterans Day, which is on Monday, November 11th. And so they want to revoke all of the gender reassignment policy for individuals in the military that was actually signed into law by the former administration. So they signed it into law, but now they want to revoke it. So don't sit this one out. If you have a next door neighbor who's saying, I'm going to sit this one out. If someone does not know how or is unable to get to a polling place, they can make phone calls, they can get rides, offer to take them yourself. Do anything and everything we possibly can, because our voice is very important. We do not want the LGBT community to have to go back into the 1950s. There, how is that for such a cheery, uplifting moment? All right, thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Robert. From Congressman Jared Moskowitz's office, Teresa Breyer.
Hello, everyone. I'm here with a different hat on today. I've got the campaign shirt since it's election day, and I'm here with the Congressman's Chief of Staff from Washington, D.C., Lali. And we're so happy to be here. I'm always talking about all of you, so she gets to see firsthand how wonderful the Pride Center is and how wonderful the leadership is and everybody that works here. We can't thank you enough for all you do each and every day for everyone in the community. I just wanted to say I'm here, obviously it's election day. If you haven't gotten out, which it looks like most of you raised your hands. So, but if you haven't, please don't forget. We already were at the Hagen Park precinct today, and we're going to head over to the other precinct after this. We've been to Pompano, Lighthouse Point, heading over to Parkland, some of the other areas where the Congress's polls are. And I just want to always tell you, you guys know I usually come in as a congressional staffer. We're always here for you. Please don't hesitate to let us know if we can help. A lot of the cases that come from here are coming from the veterans cases, which we just found out there's a lot of veterans in the room. Thank you for your service. And we appreciate all that you do, too, to help us. So please keep in touch. Have a wonderful day, and let's go.
Thank you. Our sponsor today is Keisha Williams with the insurance agency. Ms. Keisha, come tell us about yourself.
Hello. I called my mom today and I said, Mom, today is the big day. She said, election day? I said, no, I get to present Wilton Manors. Today is the big day. It's for me. Listen, raise your hand if you guys are happy that you're not going to get any more ignoring texts or random phone calls. Come on now. I can't be the only one. It would drive me crazy. I thought people were reaching out for insurance. It was just other people telling me to vote, which I did. So that is important. So guys, this isn't going to be a long situation. I'm going to tell you a little bit about me and how I'm able to service you guys, and then I'm going to go back and enjoy my coffee. But first, I want to shout out my sponsor. So today, this is sponsored by Legacy Solutions, a firm dedicated to empowering organizations to specialized training and staffing services. Whether you're in need of temporary support, permanent hires, professional development, Legacy Solutions has you covered. So they do staffing, if you have charter schools and different things like that. And if you guys are interested, I can tell you more about that later. So guys, I have been an insurance broker for over 7 years. 98% of my clientele has been heterosexual people. So I told Bruce, I said, I gotta get out here and help my own. I want to go with my community and be able to service and help people with insurance services. So a little bit about me is I specialize in dental, life, and Medicare. Also, and I do all types of health insurance. The reason why insurance is so important to me is because you guys are looking at a young lady who is a diabetic. And I've had diabetes for 7 years. I didn't know I had diabetes until I went to like one of those places where you're trying to lose weight. And when I went there, they called me back the next day. They said, well, you have diabetes. I said, no, that was a lie. No, I don't, but I actually did. And my sugar was a 700. So when I tell you guys, I almost went into a diabetic coma. So me being an insurance broker hits a little different. I'm very passionate about people knowing their health status because I was once someone who didn't know. So, that's why I really, really enjoy what I do. So now we're gonna look at that cute girl up there. Well, guys, what I want to tell you about insurance is even if you have one of your job, it is rarely enough. And then if you decide to leave the job, the insurance stays. When I worked at Brown County for 7 years, once I told them I was out, I wanted to go, do something else full time, they said, fine, you'll have insurance for 30 days and then you're on your own. So I always tell people, make sure you have insurance outside of your job. It's so important. I need everybody in here getting their annual checkups. Because when you have health insurance, those annual checkup guys are always covered. So that's something that's important. I'm going to jump a little bit over to dental insurance. I want to say this to all the men in the room. You want to be up on your oral care. You don't want to go up to a guy, he puts you in the group chat like, why did this guy come up to me? He has horrible oral care. Nobody wants to deal with, somebody laughing at you in a group chat. So I always say that dental is very important. And the last thing, like I said, it's not going to be very long, I'm going to touch on is life insurance. I always tell people the most selfish thing you can do is to die and leave someone else to pay for it. Nobody would want to leave their spouse in a situation here where they wouldn't be able to cover, a funeral or, still taking care of those everyday bills. I just think when someone is already grieving over you, the last thing they want to be worried about is, how they're going to pay for things. Some of the companies I have, guys, is Aetna, Avnet, Cigna, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Humana. I do Aflac, I do life insurance, I do dental, I do health, I do a variety of things. I always tell people, you never know until you ask. Insurance is a lot more affordable than people know. And obviously, we're all going to go one day. Sometimes people don't get life insurance because they're like, oh, if I get it, I'm going to jinx myself. We gonna die, everybody, one day. So I always tell them, it's not gonna, prevent that. And what I really want to leave you guys with is even if you feel like, Keisha, I have insurance, I'm good. I guarantee you that you have a mom, brother, sister, dad, niece, a good neighbor, somebody that needs insurance. So I left a card there, y'all. I spent a bunch of money to say, but take the cards home with you. Don't leave them here. Take them with you. Listen, if you have any questions, I'm open for you guys. Anybody have any questions? All right. So if you end up needing insurance, just give me a call. Listen, thank you for your time. Like each and every one of you, I really, really appreciate it because I'm going into the speaking sector of selling insurance and I'm going to be doing trainings and presentations and this one is one of my first ones. Thank y'all.
Thank you, Keisha. Thank you. Strong White, can I pick on you to close us out here? I don't see Blanca anywhere. Do the honors, please.
All right. Here we go, so the total prize is $94 today. All right, the ticket number is 764-881-51. 764-881-51. Any winners? Yellow ticket? Oh, we have one here. There we go. Phil. Pick up. I'm sorry. Pick up.
Please turn your phones back on. Thank you for joining us. We will see you next Tuesday.